Lecture last night. The lower floor of the Opera House was comfortably filled when the lecture began last evening. Promptly at 8:15 o'clock, Swami Vivekananda made his appearance on the stage, dressed in his beautiful oriental costume. He was introduced in a few words by Dr. C.T. Newkirk. The first part of the discourse consisted of an explanation of the different religions of India and of the theory of transmigration of souls. In connection with the latter, the speaker said it was on the same basis as the theory of conservation was to the scientist. This latter theory, he said, was first produced by a philosopher of his country. They did not believe in a creation. A creation implied making something out of nothing. That was impossible. There was no beginning of creation, just as there was no beginning of time. God and creation are as two lines, without end, without beginning, without parallel. Their theory of creation is, it is, was, and is to be. They think all punishment is but reaction. If we put our hand in the fire, it is burned. That is the reaction of the action. The future condition of life is determined by the present condition. They do not believe God punishes. You, in this land, said the speaker, praise the man who does not get angry and denounce the man who does become angry. And yet thousands of people throughout this country are every day accusing God of being angry. Everybody denounces Nero, who sat and played on his instrument while Rome was burning. And yet thousands of your people are accusing God of doing the same thing today. The Hindus have no theory of redemption in their religion. Christ is only to show the way. Every man and woman is a divine being, but covered as though by a screen, which their religion is trying to remove. The removal of that Christians call salvation, they freedom. God is the creator, preserver, and destroyer of the universe. The speaker then sought to vindicate the religions of his country. He said it had been proven that the entire system of the Roman Catholic Church had been taken from the books of Buddhism. The people of the West should learn one thing from India: toleration. Among other subjects which he held up and overhauled were the Christian missionaries, the zeal of the Presbyterian Church and its non-toleration, the dollar worshipping in this country, and the priests. The latter, he said, were in the business for the dollars there were in it, and wanted to know how long they would stay in the church if they had to depend on getting their pay from God. After speaking briefly on the caste system in India, our civilization in the South, our general knowledge of the mind, and various other topics, the speaker concluded his remarks.